Hey guys, this is officially my house tour, so come on in. I want to show you everything. All right, so this is 90% of my house. So if you've seen the kitchen tour video, kitchen's right there. Hello, kitchen. So I don't really need to get into too much detail about what that's about. But this is the big living room. It's one giant space, and I love it because it means I can kind of entertain in a really sort of open way. Friends can come over, we can cook together and have dinner and that kind of thing. But yeah, so I tried my best to break it into different areas though. So this is definitively the living room. That's definitely the dining room. That's definitely Mochi way in the back. Like, you'll see her, she kind of lurks. But anyway, for the living room, my rug is from Rugs USA. This couch and a lot of the furniture in here is from Organic Modernism, which I love. The coffee table is by Dwell Studio, and this bench is from my husband Craig's grandma. So, hi Grandma, here's your bench. It's looking fly. These are two safari chairs, which look pretty rickety, but they actually hold weight. I found them on eBay, and it was originally blue canvas, and then I had a seamstress basically take the canvas off of it, create a pattern, and then replace the canvas with leather to kind of give it a little bit of an update. These guys, the gold, are from Target. All right. Oh, and then behind me is my blue wall, which I think most of you guys recognize from my up close videos. The tile is all by Heath Ceramic. And then I have my vintagey little trunks, some artwork, and then my favorite thing in the room, which is the boob lamp. My favorite thing about this lamp is when guys come over, there's this very awkward moment of, are those boobs? And I haven't been brave enough to do this moment where, like, when they ask that, I go, no, what? What are you talking about? It's just abstract art. Like, you see, really? You need a Freud calling, you know, like I need to do one of those jokes and I haven't had the balls to do it yet. But anyway, yes, Boob Lamp by Jonathan Adler. This is probably one of my favorite things I own. It says Pale Faced Hoe. One of my best girlfriends in the world, Christy, she made this for me. That is my nickname. This is what a lady on a bus screamed at me when we were riding through the Tenderloin in San Francisco. I feared for my life. Christy was peeing her pants laughing at me. So that's the context for Pale Faced Hoe. All right, let's turn it around. So these are two IKEA stools that I actually refurbished. I added IKEA sheepskins on top, spray painted the whole thing to make them look kind of fancy. This is our baby record collection. Takes us into the dining room. So this is our dining room. Basically the whole thing is honestly from Organic Modernism. The light piece is vintage. So this is our bar area, and I mean, I love kind of putting this together. Honestly, it's funny, Craig and I enjoy alcohol, we do imbibe, but we don't drink a lot, so we end up accumulating so much booze. So it's all kind of squirreled away in here. I have some of my, you guys know that I collect vintage glassware and stuff like that, so I have some of my vintage glassware here, as well as some of my vintage cookbooks and things like that. So this is where I keep all of my gold flatware. So inside these drawers, oh, gold everything! I'm basically a pirate who loves gold flatware. All right, well, I think this is as good a time as any to go out onto the balcony. So right over there is the Ennis House, which is a Frank Lloyd Wright Mayan home. It was built, I believe, in like the early 20s or late teens, but it's amazing. It's my favorite historical home in LA, and it's actually also the house from Blade Runner, so if you've seen that, you've seen it. And this is what I love most about the house, is I have a view of the Ennis House right there, and then over there you have a beautiful view of LA. So great. And then this is how I kind of put together the balcony. Both of these chairs are vintage. This used to look more reasonable. Now it's completely ridiculous. But this is a little bit of fiber art, cacti, and just really simple. Lots of hurricane lamps so we can have candles and things like that. But I love it up here. It's a really great place to have a glass of wine with friends. All right, let's look at the rest of the house. So this is the guest bathroom. I love it in here. The sconces are by Jonathan Adler. The wallpaper is called Hex Hicks by, I want to say Cole & Sons, but I love the wallpaper. This original room had lime tile, gold all over wallpaper, like gold lame wallpaper, even on the ceiling. This was all like giant marigold drapes. It had 3 chandeliers in it. It was fantastic. So I kind of wanted to keep that vibe. The built-in is original to the house, and the knobs are these monster-sized crystals. It's very silly, and I'm very obsessed with it. All right, moving on to the guest bedroom. This is the guest bedroom. So this is kind of where I put all of my favorite pieces of art. There's actually not a lot of wall space in this house, so if you come in a little closer and on the other side of me, you will see all of my vintage stuff, or not all of it actually. This is truly the tip of the iceberg, but you know, an okay amount of it. I really went through a Varga girl phase. Can you tell? These are vintage. That's my grandma and her brother. And then these, believe it or not, are my dad's baby shoes. I think they're pretty cute. So who knows, maybe I'll put when I have a baby, I'll put like their portrait in there or something, I don't know. All right, well, next up, master bedroom. This is the master bedroom. It's a little cluttered at the moment over here because we just got our puppy Buster and his stuff's kind of taking over the room a little bit. As is Mochi's little cat teepee and then all this business. But this is basically it. West Elm, some vintage stuff. This is a Moroccan wedding blanket. And yeah, the 2 pieces of art are from Tappan Collective. So my closet's pretty basic. I know some of you guys have asked for a closet tour, but I honestly am like, I don't know how to, I'm assuming you mean the contents of my closet rather than the closet itself, because as you can see, it is not particularly interesting. All right, well, let's get back to the front. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my house tour. It was so fun to finally get to show it to you. And I'm sure you noticed it is super clean. It never is, but the reason why it's super clean is because the open house is tomorrow. I am actually selling this house, and I know this is so silly to do a house tour on like my last day of having it, but I figured what time like the present and when it's actually done perfectly. I cannot wait to show you guys the new place that Craig and I are moving to. It's close to my parents, it's a good family home. As you can tell by the view here is not ideal for babies, so the new house definitely is, and I'm excited to move to the family home. All right, well, thank you guys so much. Please ask questions. I'm happy to if there's anything that caught your eye as I was breezing through everything and you want me to go into a little more detail, just comment below. Happy to answer any questions. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.